G'day friends, I'm in Australia and yes, I can still walk into a store and buy a DJI drone right now, but if you're in the US, that's a different story. Because right now, DJI drones are vanishing from shelves across America and a full-on government ban is inching closer by the day. So what's really going on? Why is DJI suddenly hard to buy in the US and what happens next? Let's get into it. If you're new here, my name's Brett and I help creators get cinematic results without needing a Hollywood budget, and drones are a big part of that. I've been flying for over 10 years and I rely on DJI drones for a lot of my work. So when people start messaging me saying, why can't I buy a Mavic 4 Pro? I wanted to know why. So back in May, DJI released the Mavic 4 Pro globally, except in the US where it just didn't launch at all. And at first the explanation was that it was tariffs. DJI reps even said it's just a tax issue and that they would sort it out. But still months later, still no launch, still no stock. And it's not just the Mavic 4 Pro. Every major US retailer has been slowly pulling DJI drones from their shelves. Best Buy, Amazon, B&H, Adorama, all out of stock. Even DJI's own site has quietly removed most new drone listings along with Care Refresh and spare parts. So is it the tariffs? Well, maybe partly, but here's what's actually happening. On July 15th, the US launched a national security investigation into DJI and Autel. The question, whether reliance on foreign-made drones, especially from China, poses a risk to US infrastructure and data security. And this ties back to a law signed in December 2024, which allows the US government to ban new DJI drone models if they're not properly audited for security. And it's not just politics, this has bipartisan support. Not a red versus blue issue, it's red and blue saying, let's look into this closely. But here is the critical part. If DJI doesn't complete a formal security audit by December 23rd of this year, 2025, they'll automatically be added to the FCC covered list, which effectively bans all new DJI drones from being sold in the US. Even DJI has said they're open to the audit, but as of now, the US government hasn't formally responded at all, so it's just a bit of a standoff. So what does this mean right now? New drones are obviously increasingly hard to find in the US, and because Autel is named in the same report, they may also face restrictions, which makes the Just Switch brand solution a bit shaky. Now, Potensic are also manufactured in China, but as of now have not been included in this ridiculous potential ban. And from where I sit in Australia, things seem normal for now, but I know a lot of you in the US are feeling stuck. It's not all complete bad news, of course. If you own a DJI drone already, it's not going to be banned. You're allowed to fly it in the US. There's no issue there. This affects new drones moving forward. But if your business relies on drones, especially DJI, this actually matters because, let's face it, everybody's using DJI drones mostly for business. And while I'm not here to speculate on policy, I am here to keep you informed because right now DJI's biggest market is in limbo. And this isn't just a firmware update or a product delay, it's a legal and political standoff that could reshape the drone industry in the US. It's also an absolute crazy notion as millions of phones, cameras and equipment are also made in China and aren't in the same crosshairs for being a security risk. And there is also some speculation that some people on the committee wanting to ban drones are aligned with a US drone company, but none of that is confirmed at this point in time, so I won't dig into that too much. But if you've been waiting to buy a new drone or wondering why nothing's in stock, now you know. Now, my personal opinion on this is that it's absolutely insane. So many people rely on drones for their livelihood. Here in Australia, my drones are about 25% of my business, but there are so many people who just fly drones as their business. People have trained for years, saved and purchased drones for their career, and now it's possibly going to be taken away from them. I really do feel sorry for you guys in the US because this is ridiculous, and I suspect that whatever happens in the US will filter into other countries at some point. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and yes, I'll be covering updates as they roll out. So subscribe if you want to stay in the loop, and I also did a couple of videos on the ban last year if you want to delve more into the legislation of the ban, and that video is right here. See you in the next one.